Hello everybody, welcome to day 19.
Thank you.
Of Waxvent, and we've got another long one. So it's a long one yesterday, it's another long one today. Get yourself a cup of tea, get yourself hot chocolate, whatever festivities you want to get yourself a mince
popcorn,
pie.
brandy, brandy snaps. Love a brandy snap. And I love a mince pie. Yeah. Nom nom nom.
Oh, this is a painstakingly difficult wax removal that I had to do. You can see why. This is jammed. It's very, very deep, very hairy, right up against the eardrum.
I wonder how it got there, Taylor Green. Cotton
Oh gosh, yeah. Patient was saying he's been trying to, he did admit to, going in there, giving it a little clean, but just kind of, went in there the one time and just blocked up. But I think he left it. It wasn't like a straight, he didn't book an appointment straight away as soon as it happened. I think he kind of left it for like a week or two, thinking it was going to clear by itself. But just kind of got to the point where he's like, look, it's not clearing. It's really getting annoying now, this one. So I've got the standard size on the tube. And what I'm trying to do is, I'm touching the surface of the bottom of this plug just to see how loose it is. It's not really giving us anything at the moment.
Those hairs are not going to help either, are they? They're just going to stop that suction grip all the time.
Yeah. So I'm going around the sides now just to see if I can start peeling some of this away, get it freed up a little bit. So normally we can pop some oil in then, which usually gets it away nice and easy. But
excuse me.
I think I think the patient at some point, during this did find it a little bit uncomfortable, but generally they're not. They don't really tend to get any discomfort with this. But oh goodness me, this was a tough old one to do.
Yeah.
I know we've mentioned it a few times, but there are occasions where you think you're looking at it and you're thinking, do I just not bother and just get the patient back after using some like more aggressive drops just to make it more comfortable? But then again, some of our patients do travel quite far for these appointments, and it's
I would probably always give it a go. Have a go at it at least, and if it was just rock solid, it's half the battle is knowing when you're just not going to get this out because it's just not softened enough.
Yeah. You'd be there for half hour doing the same thing.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah. But it's you're chipping away at the edges, which is what you want to do.
Oh.
Yeah, see, that's a nice...
It is starting to peel, like
it's skin as well, isn't it? Look at that, it's been there that long, the skin's actually just sort of almost wrapping around it.
Well, that top section looks a little bit more loose. A little bit
nice. Okay, that's good. Gives us a bit of space.
A little bit.
A little bit of space. There's a lot going on behind though. Can you get that piece and up into the gap now, isn't it? That's the
to be honest, we're looking at the time of this. I
think probably not. No.
Probably not. I can't remember if this is two sides or if this is just one. I can't remember.
Oh, you'd hope it's just one, wouldn't you? You wouldn't want 2 ears like that, my goodness me. I can see you trying to move it, but nothing's moving on that back end. You can see that.
I was kind of hoping I'd be able to lift it. Now we've got a little gap above. I was hoping I'd be able to lift it into that space, but a bit of oil has gone in here now. Drown the ear out.
Yeah, I'll definitely for this.
I've tried to leave as much of the oil pooled as I could, just so if I could get this lifted a little bit. I was hoping that oil was going to start slipping underneath. Excuse me, we've both got frogs in our throat.
We are today. Yeah, you can see that oil kind of working the sides.
Yeah.
I mean, when it's as compact as this and you can see what's going on behind it, you do wonder whether the patients just kind of use the cotton bud, block themselves up, and then repeatedly use the cotton bud to try and see if they can clear it.
Yeah, quite likely. If it wasn't a straight, an appointment straight away. Losing my voice already. These long videos.
It is. Oh yeah, you're not used to it, but that's it.
It's the hair. a lot of the time it's the hair, and I know we've mentioned it again quite a few times, but you know, if it's your first time watching these videos, the hair, when you see lots of hair, kind of all what's the word, matted
together
into the skin and this wax, it almost kind of acts like a mesh. So you get it like crossing over like this, and when you try and get a grip, it almost leaves that kind of space behind it, and you just don't get a grip. And it's always in the areas you want to get a grip.
It is. You just can't quite get that attachment to the surface. The wax usually just forms a little bit of a barrier.
Yeah.
And because it's creating tiny little gaps all the way around the suction tube, you just lose so much suction power, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, that looked like that front end was doing something there, and it looked like it was loosening up. And sometimes I'll go forceps and see if I can grip the hairs.
I kind of thought I was going to at that point then, to be fair. I thought I was going to pop in with some forceps. We're going back to the top now just to see if there's any other loose bits that I can grab. But the other thing we might also get lucky with is if you get a good grip on the top section, you can sometimes kind of roll and pull it out of the recess.
Yeah.
So sometimes you are quite lucky if there's a bit of space above.
I mean, looking at it now, you can see that kind of grey skin material all around the outside edge, can't you? This kind of binding it, and then you've got the hairs binding the bits of wax together.
Yeah.
So everything's working against you at this point, by the looks of it.
Got literally everything we don't want in the ear canal.
Pretty much. Well, it could be narrow as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that is that.
Yeah, but the forceps now, I'm obviously trying to get a grip of this bottom section.
If you're lucky, those hairs will work with you.
Bit of a wiggle now. Oh no, it's breaking up.
Breaking away. It really looked promising there. It was just getting a side to side movement. That was going to go. I go back in again. Get that piece at the top. Go on.
You go back to the same place.
Yeah.
Oh, trying to get a grip on that side piece there now as well. Oh,
trying to get
that doesn't look like a good grip.
There's just no forward movement to that at all, is there?
No.
That's a beastie.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't use it very often. Sometimes I might be tempted to use maybe a bit of bicarb, especially if you're doing both ears. I'll bicarb the one and then go to the other one, and sometimes that might help. And it's doubtful, but if I got really desperate, maybe a little bit of irrigation.
Oh yeah. Because there is a little gap. You can't really notice it here, but there is a little gap just around the side, which is, you might have a little bit of space behind it. So I obviously haven't spotted it at this point.
Thing is, you get so focused on you looking at kind of, although you do look at the plug as a whole, if you've got one that's really stubborn, you do focus on the kind of bit that's starting to move a bit.
Yeah. But we have taken quite a bit of that hair away, to be fair, so that may help us with the suction. So we are going back in with a standard size tube again. And hopefully we can get a better grip now.
And that oil would have coated the surface a bit as well, which sometimes helps with the grip. Doesn't it? Oh, that's got to be anchored in that recess somewhere.
It's really holding on.
That's
really holding on.
Oh, yeah, got a bit of movement there, Taylor Green.
There's a little bit more movement. Hope you haven't fallen asleep yet, guys. I'm boring you too much.
It's Waxvent, they love Waxvent.
My monotone voice. I'm really bad at telling stories, to be fair.
Ew.
Yeah, it's just my voice. I'm not like.
There's nothing wrong with your voice.
No, I know, but I'm just like a.
Oh, okay.
Rather than a.
Bit of a lilt.
Yes,
okay.
Not a natural storyteller.
Oh. I'd just love to say that was going to move, but it really doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere, does it?
Let's just say the patients learned their lesson anyway.
Yeah, I'd hope so. Blinking heck.
He's like, I've thrown them all in the bin now.
Thing is, we do get a lot out on first attempts. There are a couple that you can't do. You have to get the patient back. And like when you see them sometimes, like, oh, really? You can't get out? I'm like, look, you've had wax in you for 10 years. You've been using cotton buds all that time.
Yeah.
There's only so much I can do, really. or if they've used no oil before they come along. Ooh, Katie had one the other day, and you always see those pictures of like dried riverbeds.
Oh,
It's
gosh.
like it's all cracked on the surface. And I looked at the video when I was editing. I was like, "Oh my word, that is the driest wax." Like, it was literally looked like a dried riverbed. There was cracks on the surface. It was that kind of matte brown colour. Eesh.
Oh, look, this is like gripping on this.
It is, isn't it?
Come on. Ooh. Ooh.
It's kind of teasing you a little bit because it's got this bit of movement.
Actually,
almost. It slips back into place. If there's a little gap at the top as well, maybe right curette just to break the surface a little bit.
Yeah, I probably was thinking about it, but because of the position we're in, I was thinking I don't really want to be putting any more pressure on the because I know the patient did say before and he'd be getting some pain in there.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
So
you wouldn't curette that.
Yeah.
Looks like
I probably end up, when we put it forward, I probably do end up kind of going in there with something. I'm like, oh, come on, I'm literally trying.
Our top section, you can see it's very slowly coming forwards there.
Oh, come on. So I was drawing that down there,
Yeah.
trying to roll that forwards.
When it opens the gap, so as you can get onto that sort of smoother wax on the surface, can't you? And that helps with your grip.
Look at it.
Wow.
Do I go forceps again? No?
Difficult one to call that one. I don't know what. See, the thing
It's
is,
starting to move, isn't it?
do you then aim at the bottom and pull up to try and wiggle it, or is that just going to settle it exactly where you've just pulled it away from? Isn't it? It is. Yeah. It's like, what do I do?
I know you do get, you do sometimes see people in the comments going, "Oh, just get in there and whip it out."
Yeah.
I wish it was as easy as that.
I know.
I wish it was as easy as that.
You can get any wax out if you're rough enough and don't have any regard for your patient whatsoever. Any wax is doable.
Oh,
but if you want your patient to have a good experience and you want to do it safely and you really like their eardrum intact at the end of it, probably not a good idea to just go in there gung ho with it. Yeah. That's moving.
I was going to say,
that's moving.
Those tiny little wiggles are bringing it forwards. Look how much is still there though. It's literally all. Oh.
We're going to flood that. Oh, wait. Whoa, but no, this is a right hook's coming in now. Yeah. My gosh.
So started to pull it forwards now. I've obviously seen that little gap there that I'm thinking,
can I get just beyond that front section?
As soon as I touched it, I saw the angle. I was like,
maybe not.
I don't think so. Flipped it around now. We're going to try the
curette.
The curette, because of that little curvature there. I think we might get a little bit.
Just don't go backwards.
Oh,
it looked like I was going to go backwards, then, didn't it? Yeah.
Broke a little bit away.
I'd be back in there with a suction, a boatload of oil.
Oh, look at it.
Suction, a boatload of oil. Oh, hang on.
Oh. Brave.
Perhaps you're just going to try and clip the hair at the front, maybe?
I don't actually know what I'm doing at this point, to be honest with you. Yeah, just try and...
That's quite solid, isn't it?
Yeah, it's too fine.
Do you forcep and lift the bottom and see if you can grip that bottom, or do you go oil and suction? Suction.
Into that flat bit that I've just broken away now.
You really want that to be able to wiggle now, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Section's like, Wax is like, what, you're going to laugh at you, that's not good.
Right, yeah, let's lift this bit.
Yeah.
Let's lift this bit.
Let's start somewhere.
Yeah, so that should give me something to grip onto then.
There's a forcep coming in now. It's got to be left the angle there for the forcep.
Yeah. Slight reposition. Come on.
Just don't snap.
Oh no, that's not a good grip.
No. Oh man.
They usually come out really easy, these ones. Not really easy. There are some tricky ones that we get, but once this, sorry, something's just fallen my eyelash or something.
That's quite good if you can get a bit further onto it. Oh, Taylor, I don't envy you this one at all. This is frustrating.
It's a weird consistency. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like too tough for the suction, but then it's just breaking away really easy with anything else we use.
I feel for you, but it's giving me anxiety just watching it.
I tried it. At this point, I'm like, oh, I'm done now.
Yeah.
I'm done now. Please come
corkscrew.
out. You've beaten me. Please come out.
I wonder what ever happened. Remember that? There was a thing. It was like a purple corkscrew, like almost like a slinky. Do you remember that coming out? And you kind of, the idea was...
Off of the ears?
Yeah, and you twisted it. It was for professionals to use, but you twisted it around the wax and then it kind of dug around the edge of the wax and then kind of clamped on.
I've seen those like online for like people to buy at home, but
you were thinking like the Twizzler thing.
Yeah.
No, this was like it looked like like a slinky's got that kind of thin.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like that. So when you held it, it was kind of started off really small and went out like this, quite open at the top. So the idea was you put it into the canal and you twisted it like that, and it worked its way around the wax, and then when you pulled, it sort of shrunk down onto the wax plug and pulled it out.
Oh no!
I don't know whatever happened to it. It was a thing for a while, but I don't know whether it came to anything.
Oh come on! Surely it can't be this held in.
Is that the eardrum or skin beyond there now? That's the eardrum, I think, isn't it?
Oh, that was nice.
Drink your coffee, but. There's vodka in that as well, mate. Don't go out your nose now because I will have to laugh.
It's coming like a dragon.
I would have had to stop the video because I couldn't have caught with that.
Well, that'd be a blooper, wouldn't it?
Oh, imagine that. We haven't done a blooper reel this year.
No. We're just getting better.
Well, that's it. Yeah, we're just consummate professionals at this video editing, voice novel malarkey.
I did say to Rhys that the solo ones you saw me do last week or
last week.
Yeah, last week.
This week.
Oh, this week was it?
Oh,
it was kind of the same thing. You kind of, it's really weird, but you kind of warm into doing the voiceovers. And,
yeah.
Look. That's what I wanted.
Look at that.
If I can remember, there's a lot of thick skin underneath this.
It wouldn't surprise me at all with this.
Oh, it's come out cleanly, but...
Wow, that came out very cleanly.
Oh, no, it's not. It's just literally just a plug. Oh.
Half an inch.
I'm already feeling for my back for that.
I know,
yeah.
I couldn't have, that would have been, I think every tool under the sun would have been there.
Yeah, gosh. Going back to bloopers again, I was just going to say those solo ones, like, I think for the first video I voiced over, I think about 3 or 4 times I started the recording and I sat down and I was like, I can't remember what to say. I just gone blank. It just froze for about 10 seconds.
Happens to me all the time. It's always the bit where we ask, like this bit now, we ask people to like, heart, share, follow, subscribe. I got to do it in this. Got to do it in a very seamless. I got to do it in a very specific order, otherwise I can't remember what I got to say.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Guys, if you do enjoy the videos, do what I just said for you. If you really enjoy the videos, you can always become members of the channel. You get to see even more videos every single week as well, guys. But as always, take care of yourselves.
Take care of your ears.
And take care of one another. Myself and lovely Mr. Taylor Green. We'll see you for day 20.
20.
Coming to the end now, dudes.
Couple of days left.